This is Happy Munkey.
This is Happy Munkey.
Happy Munkey. Happy Munkey.
This is Happy Munkey.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, my name is Jer, and I'm a pothead, and I'm a 60s-born child who's always loved marijuana. And I use it for healing, pain, all kinds of things, or just to get my head right. I would love to come to one of your events. Let me know. You have my number. Hit me back, and I'll be there, okay? Pipe lit and everything. Bye.
All right, everybody. Today on the Happy Munkey Podcast, we got somebody who I would consider the voice and personality of New York cannabis, everyone. Big things come in small packages, and this person is definitely a very big package when she walks in the room, let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? You want to add to this intro, my friend? Of course,
I got a lot to add. This amazing young lady is definitely one of the female powerhouses in the cannabis industry, has even been sort of a inspiration and motivation to us when we got in the industry.
Absolutely.
And we are talking about our friend, co-founder, TribeTokes, Cannabis with Kym B, our friend, sister from another mother, the Queen B Cannabis, Queen
Everybody,
Kym B.
Round of applause, please, for Kym B, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. And I am small, but mighty, 100%,
Absolutely.
all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you walk it like you're talking.
Listen,
Absolutely.
This is New York City, baby. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, but not everybody makes it. This is not for the faint at heart.
All right, so please reintroduce yourself to everybody where they can find you, all the good stuff.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hi, my name is Kimberly Burns, and a lot of people call me Cannabis with Kym B. I am lucky enough to be the co-founder of TribeTokes, which is a cannabis brand built by girls, empowered by plants, right here in the meatpacking district of New York City. Also super honored to be the ambassador for Women Grow New York City. Shout out to all of my strong, amazing women in weed. That is my heart and soul right there.
Shout out to Tanya and the gang.
Yes.
That's part of the Happy
All
Munkey
of them.
family also.
Yeah,
Love them.
definitely.
Yes.
Dr. Shonda and Gia are such a great support to me and to my brand and to all women who want to take a little piece of the industry for themselves. And hey, sis, there's a piece out there for you, so go and get it. And I'm just like a regular round-the-way girl. I just smoke blunts, take my dabs. I live in, Shaolin.
Shaolin, baby.
Right there,
Yes.
Victory Boulevard, that's my place. And I love, being part of the New York scene and being able to inspire people to do better and be better. So, yeah, I basically get paid to smoke copious amounts of cannabis every single day. So, mommy, daddy, I made it. Like, this is the truth right here.
Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence on the boulevard because, like I said earlier, I never forget one of the first times I went to a conference, you know what I mean? I'll never forget what you told me a couple of years back. You were like, half the battle is showing up, and that was some great advice because I started showing up and a lot of things started changing, So thank you for always inspiring and, giving us good advice,
Of course. We have to have those kumbaya moments because if we don't, come together as a community, we're not going to be able to push the movement. And the only reason we've come this far is because everybody took a stand together and said, oh, hell no.
Right.
You're not going to stop us. And that's why we are sitting right here today.
Yeah, everybody's doing their part. It's real simple. It's like you said, just show up, right? So we just like you said, we just start showing up, doing our part, and figuring it out as we go, right?
It's funny, me and Ramon always talk about that, we're feminist in certain ways because, since we started, we've been so supportive of women. And we always tell people that out of everywhere, I think New York has some of the strongest females in the cannabis industries that are really making some strides and some real entrepreneur moves.
That's just our opinion.
And so that means that you played a role in inspiring all these women to really, step into their power and really, put their foot in the game.
Thank you, and I hope to continue that and help other women become even stronger. And, my girl gang is tight here in New York. Y'all know I just be rolling with some badass bitches just all the time. And I just, and I'm so thankful. And it's such a really cool thing to be able to be a leader in a movement where it's really helping people. But, we still have a lot of work to do. We all have friends that are still in jail right now.
Yes, sir.
And we have to get them out.
It's funny you say that. The other day in our last meeting with the team, what we did was, we were cool with the Last Prisoner Project, and they gave us a list of prisoners that are doing long-term sentences, and we sent about 20 postcards to different prisoners from different members of Happy Munkey and staff, because it's just like you said, it's so sad that all these corporate people are said to make billions of dollars and these people are sitting in jail,
Yeah, that's not okay.
That is not okay.
We have a lot of work to do. So we have to go and rally and go and get on the bus and go to Albany and write your legislators and call them and annoy them and make a ruckus and, be proud of the plant. Whether you consume or not, be proud of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we got to take people through this magical journey that Kym B has taken. So explain to the people, how did you get involved in cannabis as far as activism and being a voice?
Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety, as a lot of people do. And, I have ADHD and I have, PTSD and all the acronyms, and it's, so annoying. But I really didn't ever respond well to any type of prescription drugs. And so I made a conscious decision long ago to really live a holistic life, and cannabis just fits right along with having, a holistic lifestyle. I've been teaching Pilates for 20 years. Mm-hmm. That is my passion.
I was about to mention that.
The gym is my place. I love it. I always have my gym bag with me. I'm always in my gym clothes.
I spoke to you earlier. I'm like, you ready, Kym B? I'm in Equinox. I'll see you later, Vlad.
I got my smoothie today and actually got a phone call and had to leave, and I was so sad, and I didn't get to do my workout today, but I took the subway twice, and I feel like that counts for something. So
that's definitely an obstacle course, right?
Yeah. But teaching Pilates really taught me a lot about the human body and the functions of it. And I always preached cannabis to all of my clients, and pretty much all of my clients knew that I smoked. I owned my own business for many, many years, and so I was able to be pretty open with it. And then I worked for a bunch of cool fitness platforms, namely Equinox, and it wasn't like I was promoting cannabis in Equinox, but they're a really open-minded company, so it was great. And when CBD came around hot on the market about 5 years ago, I jumped right on that bandwagon because I was like, all right, give me all of this. And I started taking it, my clients started taking it, and that's just when I started getting into the activism part, because I was like, no, there's no reason why people should not have access to this. And the story is a little deeper. My dad was really, really sick, and in 2009 he moved in with me, and he lived with me for 4 years and became a vegetable because he was just put on so many different prescription drugs and opioids, and it just really deteriorated him, and he had severe dementia, and it just really ripped him apart. But at the end, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I just started making those brownies, the special brownies, and it helped him so much that it was so great, but it helped me too. And I started taking them because I needed some relief. And that's when I was like, okay, cannabis is like the saver of the world. Alcohol is Satan, and cannabis can save the world. And I knew, like, at that moment that it was time for me to take a stand as, like, a successful entrepreneur, as a woman, as a health and wellness professional, to say no. Like, why are we going to jail for an amazing plant that helps and heals? Nah. And that, like, really fueled me through, you know, these hard times of, you know, a lot of people just getting in trouble for weed and getting their jobs taken away from them and their children taken away from them and their lives taken away from them. And I was like, no, we have to stop this. And I know that you guys are, you know, really big into social justice, and I really love that about the organization, you know, and you guys working with, you know, Steve and everything like that is just like it's like an inspiration to all the people that are out there to say, like, anybody can get involved and make a change.
And anybody and everybody should be involved, especially if you're coming from any type of cannabis background. You should be involved. Like you said, you should be showing up. You should be calling. You should be doing these very simple things, because that's basically what's needed right now at the moment. You know, maybe next year it'll be a different thing, but right now at the moment, we just need people to show up, you know, and you don't necessarily have to be this scholar or this lawyer or this doctor or whatever it is. You can just be the simple person that just smokes weed every day because you need it.
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah, show up.
And like you made a good point right now that it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from. When you dig deeper, somebody around you is being affected by it, whether you're a female, whether you're a male, whether you're from urban circumstances, no matter what you are, because somebody around you, because we get in this amazing medicine instead of those pills, somebody around you could not be going to jail, could be an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it'll be like hypocrisy for you to be in this industry and profit from it and not pay attention to the damage it's done to all the communities and all the people in society.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, you know, I think it's also, like, interesting, though, that we've come so far. Like, we have a lot of places to celebrate. Like, we have a lot of victories, and we've come a long way. So it's, like, as hard as it is and as so much, like, equality work we have to do in the industry, like, we have a lot of wins. And there's a lot of women in the industry. There's a lot of Latinas in the industry. There is a lot of women of color of all sorts. And it's really awesome to see that power. And
I think that's coming this year. I think 2020, we're going to see a lot of that.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Stormy Simon, the new CEO of High Times, right? From Overstock. I don't know about y'all, but I like me some Overstock, so don't get me on a Sunday after I smoked a blunt. I'll be ordering everything.
It seems like what you said. It seems like the people that have been oppressed, females, minorities, you know, convicts, everybody's getting their fair shot at this industry when they are usually X'd out of all the other industries or are marginalized.
I mean, I just feel like they're coming out now. You know what I mean? I think in the last, since everything is very, very brand new, I think in the last 6 months we've seen a lot of change.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I see people being more vocal, you know, and a lot of women and a lot of minorities are just starting up their own CBD businesses and growing hemp and doing all these other shit. You know what I mean? They're getting involved. People are getting involved.
So tell us, Kym, about your biggest venture and how it got started, and how did you make it the powerhouse it is today, TribeTokes?
Oh, my gosh. Huge shout out to my business partner, Deja Lee.
That's my homie, Deja. Shout out, Deja.
She is a force to be reckoned with, and that girl does not stop. And, you know, in 2016, she had already had I brought you guys a gift from her first company, TribeTokes, which went viral, a metallic tattoo company.
Thank you so much.
And
Kym comes bearing gifts. You guys got to step your game up.
Yeah,
Our other guests don't usually bring us gifts.
Yeah.
It was so thoughtful.
We made you guys black
It even
light,
says
Happy
Happy Monkey on it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
crazy.
you so much, man.
So
That means
on, guys.
much for us.
Yeah,
Step
so
your game up.
we're gonna have a dope ass a blacklight party, and
Nice.
everyone gets a tattoo of the monkey, and that's what's up. So
nice.
but Deja had this company. It was super successful, but she really felt a strong affection for the plant. So in 2016, she started TribeTokes, like a sister company to TribeTokes.
Right.
And me at my Women Grow meeting, jumping around, being crazy, I met Deja, and we were introduced by a mutual friend, and she said to me, like, I think we're, like, doing the same thing. And we just, like, became business partners right away without even, like, signing papers. We just immediately started figuring out ways to make money together. Very shortly after, she said, like, you need to be a co-founder of TribeTokes, and we need to have this amazing cannabis brand built by girls, powered by plants, right out of New York City. And we started, pushing the movement in the vaping industry. And we still to this day have a significant vaping business. We custom make batteries, and we also have our CBD vape cartridges. And we've kind of tagged the term clean vaping because none of our products have any artificial flavor.
Vape Gate didn't stop you guys.
Nah, man. We had to fall hard, though, and skin some knees and, really take a look at it. But we knew that the bottom was going to fall out. We've been preaching clean vaping for a really long time. Actually, I hate to say this, and Deja's going to kill me, but, like, I'm glad Vapegate happened. I'm not glad that people got sick or anyone died.
But it weeded out the fakers.
Yeah.
Get the booth out my face and step out of the game. If you cannot come correct, do not come at all. And I am serious about my vapes because my brothers and sisters use them. My family uses them. I give them to my girlfriends and my friends and my community. I would never give anything to anyone that I wasn't 100% sold on. And so I'm really, like, we started with just having these amazing vapes, and believe me, we had all the struggles, all the things, all of it happened. But today we have one of the most superior vapes on the market. When, C-Cell hardware was getting pulled off the shelf, we was good because we switched a long time ago. Like, we're trying to lead.
You did the trial and error before all that, so you were ready.
We're not following trends. We're fucking setting them. Nice. And that is exactly, how I like to live my entire existence. And yeah, so Deja and I have just been really, coming up with things that are, again, no artificial flavors, colors, preservatives. It's a farm-to-table approach as far as vaping. And then I had this idea. I was like, let's make an eye cream. We launched it, and it went kind of viral. And so now we launched a whole clean beauty line infused with one of our favorite products, CBD.
All the females I speak to tell me that it's amazing.
It's amazing. In fact, so amazing that I actually brought you guys because I think men need to take care of themselves.
Of course.
Yo, guys,
all over your faces.
Y'all gotta step your game up.
Yo, the guests gotta step their game up. She came bearing gifts.
This is our CBD superfood 6-in-1 kale and spinach mask with all the good stuff in it, and it really is just amazing. And
and she gave us like
the applicator because y'all don't wash your hands enough. So I was like,
look at that, yo, that's
bring all
crazy.
that.
Like, she's like, yo, here's the cream, and then here's the applicator, guys. You know what I mean? So for the guys who don't understand what an
beauty,
applicator
baby.
is, it's a stick that almost looks like a brush, brother.
Yeah.
You scoop it up and you put it in your face.
It's some good stuff.
Because I didn't know what it is. I'm looking at it like, yo, but this is for the for the cream. I fucks with you, yo. Thank you very much, Miss Kym B.
I really am so proud of it, and I know that you guys are gonna love it. And we did this. We just took the model of TribeTokes and we turned it into Tribe Beauty. I came up with the name. I know. It's like everyone's like, "Yeah, Kym, you came up with the name." Like I did, but we did the same thing. No artificial colors, flavors, preservatives. This is all good stuff,
And it smell good.
and it works, and it's infused with CBD, and
Nice.
it's important to like not use chemicals. It's killing our world.
All right, so I add this like 10 minutes before I jump in the shower. Or something
Yeah.
like that.
Don't
Hell
judge
yeah.
me when y'all
Boom.
see me with my mask on, ladies and gentlemen out there.
Fixing to get a selfie.
Yo, we go send you selfies of the Tribe Beauty,
do
all
it.
right? We gonna send you Happy Monkey selfies.
Post and tag, baby.
We got
Post
you.
and tag.
Yes, yes.
So let me put it back a little bit. Let's bring it back down a little bit to Happy Monkey world real quick, Miss Kym B. So this we ask everybody when they come here on the chair. So please give us your first experience of getting high.
Oh boy.
Can you remember what it was? Was it a
Yeah.
joint? Was it a
Walk
blunt?
us through that journey
Yeah.
when that love story
You know,
started.
You know.
Yeah, it was a bowl that was made of metal with a screen in it.
Old school.
I had never even smoked a cigarette before. Just like that wasn't my thing. So I was 14 years old and I smoked, but I'm not completely sure that I inhaled all the way because I didn't feel it too much. And so I waited a good like 3 months before I did it again. And then there was a joint at the party. And I was like,
What was the joint
What
at
was the
party?
music? What was the music playing?
So-
The scenery.
That's right.
Where was this party at?
so it was like a pipeline party in like a suburb, like outside of town, in like a little wooded area, and there was a little bonfire and some beer and stuff, and there was the joint, and I realized at this moment the second time I smoked. So that's like the real first time I got high. The first
There
time
you
I
go.
smoked, I didn't inhale, whatever. Second time, I was like, oh my God, my dad smokes pot. Because I saw the joint and I realized that all the years that my dad said that he rolled his own cigarettes and there was an ashtray full of roaches, that it was really weed. And I smoked the joint and I was obsessed and I was like, this is my life's work right here. And I literally have been smoking since then.
Boom.
And after that, you became a frequent flyer, getting high all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Still to this day.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes though, like the weed that I had was so bad. I was like, how did I get high? I was like oregano,
But back then, that's what it was. It wasn't a high
chocolate tie. Like
there wasn't a
I
lot of
remember,
high grade
I
options
remember
at that
everybody
time.
was like, oh my God,
Chocolate
we got
tie.
the chocolate tie.
Oh
we got
yeah,
the
you got chocolate tie. You
That
was
was
the
big.
shit at
That
that
That was
moment.
a hot ticket.
Yeah.
That was like, I mean, I remember we were going to see this movie, a bunch of us, like, you know, bad kids leaving school, and we went to go see this movie, Higher Learning.
Yeah.
Higher
Omar
learning.
Epps,
That's
You remember that movie?
That's a classic. Come
Rhymes.
on.
And we were
yeah.
smoking the weed. Like, that's where we went. And we came to the city to get the higher. Like, it was, like, so crazy that that's how it is. But,
That's
Yeah.
New York. That was New York right there. boy.
yeah.
I remember the song and all that Coolio. Come on, that was a classic right there.
Higher
But
learning.
for real.
That was crazy. Yo, that was the New York scene, like smoking chocolate. If you,
Before Sour Diesel Boom.
way before the
So
sour
what
Way
were you
before.
smoking in back then? Like you always ask people, you know what I mean? Like as far as like papers and blunts, what type were they?
I definitely smoked a lot of bowls, and
Okay.
I definitely smoked a lot of joints. When I turned 21, I got a hookah,
Hookah.
and I just used to smoke out of my hookah, hash, anything. So I had a beautiful hookah that I really just used for years and years and years, and that was like my
What
preference.
you named the hookah?
So I didn't name the
Okay.
hookah,
I
but
was
I called
asking.
it my blue vase.
Your blue vase.
It was the blue vase.
That's what you
because it was
referenced.
that's how I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home to see the blue vase. It was the blue vase. These days I like Dutch Master, the
Yeah.
full, not the cigarillos.
Yeah. This is what I use.
I
I
went.
use it.
You guys want to hear a crazy story?
Absolutely.
So I'm walking to the corner store to go. I have like this girl party I had on Saturday night. All the girls came out. Ramona Rizzo, who I know you guys know. And
Yeah,
man. That's the homie,
we had,
man.
Yeah, we had like a little girl party, and I'm walking to the store, and I walk in with Kate, who does, our Instagram.
Absolutely, that's
And
the homie K.
I was like, can I have a box of Dutch Masters, not the cigarillos, the 4-pack? And the guy in line goes, "Oh, I'm so surprised to see like girls smoking cigars." I was like, "Son, it's 2020. This is my blood. Like, where you at right now?"
Where
Literally.
he living at?
Yo, they charged me $14.
Oh,
For what?
nah. Where was that? Downtown or something?
No, on Staten Island for the
Dutchess?
4-pack.
Nah, that's crazy.
$14.
That's highway
I
robbery.
I left that store. I did not buy them, and I was like, we're gonna walk 2 blocks away. I got my guy.
yeah,
I walk in there.
That's highway robbery.
He's like $12.99 plus tax.
Oh, same shit.
I was like, am I getting punked? Is Ashton
What's
Kutcher
going
here? I'm
on
looking.
here?
Yeah.
Damn.
You
I
gotta,
bought them.
you gotta step into the hood a little bit to get it cheaper.
That is the hood. There is no other hood there. That is literally
that's
like that's like Van Duzer and Victory. That's literally the hood, and there's no other place to go. Those are the two.
They got a monopoly over there.
Oh,
Damn.
they got the highway robbery.
Flipping man. They're like, oh yeah, you don't like it? Take a ferry.
Yeah. Basically.
Crazy.
Oh, they got y'all.
So how did you get involved with Women Grow? How did you find out about that amazing organization?
So, it's crazy. I used to like bring stuff like back from California trips, and nobody's seen them. Like people be like, what is that? I'm like, that's my stash. Like people be like, what is that? Like a can 4 years ago, nobody saw what the tuna cans were.
Yeah.
But I was bringing them back with my stash in it, and people was bugging out about it. And so one of the guys I met in California was like, I'm going to a Women Grow meeting. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, like the women in weed. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to like buy a ticket here in New York and check it out. So I bought a ticket. It was at Duane Morris. That's where they used to hold the Women Grow events. And I went in there with like my cool can of weed, and I was like, who wants to like smoke? And everyone was like, yo,
wanna be
that's
cool with
what's
her.
up. What is that? And I was like, I know, like, if you want to be the cool girl in school, you got to have weed. And you got to have the fire.
That is unanimous no matter
And
where
you got to
go.
share, and you got to share alike. So I basically went in there. I was like, all of these girls smoke weed. I was like, this is heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I begged the market leader, Mia DeStefano at the time, to please let me volunteer. I was like, I will work for free.
See?
And I walked up into that piece, and I was like, take me, I am your sister. And she was like, you're weird, but okay.
Right.
And I went to their Christmas party. We solidified the relationship. And after that, I was serving cookies and wine at every Women Grow since. You can still find me today serving wine and cookies at Women Grow events. And yeah, it just was an opportunity to meet the women that were pushing the movement, and also meet women like me who wanted to be part of it so bad. And Women Grow gave me and so many other women the chance to connect and meet their business partners and make multi-million-dollar platforms, and so I'm forever thankful. And yeah, so it's been a great run for the past 3 years, and I'm excited to do more with them. And I'm going to be speaking on the panel at South by Southwest in Austin, talking about women in cannabis and doing a mentoring session. And I got that gig because of Women Grow. So shout out to them for inspiring and conspiring to make sure that women get their stake in weed.
I had the honor when I was in MJ Biz to meet Jane West. Amazing, super cool.
I love Jane.
Yeah,
she's
so
a badass.
Official.
Yeah, she did a bag dump there with High Times, and they were like, "What's in your bag?" And she had all her stuff, and there sitting it was my eye cream. And I was like, yo,
major plug. Talk about product placement.
Lord have mercy. But that was just the truth right there. So I was forever grateful for Jane, and her and I definitely stay in
She's
touch.
cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. I was
Truly.
surprised to see how cool she was. I met her
Yeah.
at a David Tran dope party over there. She was
Of course.
super cool.
Yeah, she's mad cool. There's some cool Denver women. Chloe.
Oh, that's my
Volano.
sister from another mother right there.
Yeah.
She's a
Shout
wild
out to
child.
her.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because you guys won a Cannabis Business Award
Yes.
too.
Shout out to
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
That's
Shout out
pretty
to us for
amazing.
acknowledging us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
that
the
was
first one, the
amazing.
first people to acknowledge us is like, you know, in really in the industry. You know what I mean? So shout out to her and her
Yeah.
organization.
Yes, and Cloverleaf University.
Yeah, she does big things. I love her.
So from when you started, Kym, like when you first started coming to Women Grow to now, what would you say the difference is as far as like, you know, how far things have come as far as for women being involved in the industry?
It's really such a beautiful thing. There's a lot of women empowerment and a lot of great support. The women in the New York City community and in the Women Grow community are so caring and loving and supportive of each other's ideas, and the collabs that I see that go down. Like, I just did a giveaway with one of my Women Grow Canna sisters in Arizona. And, you know, it's like that organization connects you to so many amazing people, and we forget because we're in New York in our bubble.
In our bubble.
In our
yeah.
bubble, because we're pushing the movement here, but there are other states like Arizona that are pushing the movement too, and there's like women on the other side of the country that are like, we're all doing the same thing, and it just like feels so good. And I've seen so many women, again, you know, having a woman like Stormy Simon come in from Overstock, who, you know, literally led the e-commerce like world
That
on
was a
it,
juggernaut,
and
yeah.
then for her to come and now be pioneering High Times, like, I think we're in for an amazing year. A lot to look for, but also a lot of opportunity for women to come in and say, you know what? I know how to do this job. I deserve this job. Give me this job and pay me what my worth is. And I think we're going to see a lot of that in the cannabis
So you're
industry.
saying when you first started in the industry, there wasn't as much of this?
I, you know, a lot of times have been the only woman. Still to this day, I'm so excited to be part of the Cannabis Parade, which I believe that we're all
we
co-hosting
doing
a
something
party.
together.
That's top secret
we
information.
are.
Happy Munkey
Yes, we
times
are.
Kym B.
Yes, we are.
Oh my God. Oh,
The
that's-
world's been waiting for this collaboration.
I'm very
I
excited.
think this is going to be the littest after party ever in life.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
crazy.
And I'm the
Yeah.
only woman on the committee right now.
Really?
Hopefully we'll
Yeah.
recruit some more. But
Yeah.
I mean, I still see myself a lot with the men. I'm always with the guys, you know. I'm always like with the guys.
But
And
would you say that it progressed a lot in the last 5 years since you started to now?
definitely.
So, because if you say that's going on now, how was it 5 years ago?
5 years ago, no. I mean, we have a lot of work to do with
Mm-hmm.
equality. However, years ago, like some of the events, I'd be one of the only women. Now there's tons of women, but still there's more room for, there's more area opportunity. Like, I'm the only woman on the parade committee right now. I hope we can get some more in. And I like to see that across the board. And, you know, at some of the events, it's just there's a lot more men than women, and I want to see more equality in there. But women are doing their things. Women are growing. Excelsior Extract, Elaine, I mean, she's winning awards for some of the best bud on the planet. You know, and so there are women out here in every, you know, platform. Christine Iannuzzi, you know, pioneering the conference industry with the CW.
Shout out to her. She's the homie. Yes.
She is. And, you know, that's like, it's great to see women leading, you know, certain things in the industry. I want to see more, and I want to see more equality, but I think we're on the right track.
Exactly. Definitely.
long
You know
as you say
that it
it.
took me to be in this industry because, you know, me being a minority and us being Latinos and stuff like that, you know, we knew about that. But then once we started getting in the industry and being around amazing females like you, we noticed that females are also in the marginalized category, just like minorities have. So I feel like that's why we bond together so well and work
Absolutely.
together so well.
Absolutely. But I think that you guys have done a really great job with showing all different parts of the ecosystem of cannabis, from the culture to the art to the business to the traditional market to, you know, like everything has been like, there's some OGs out there that are awesome, but there are some new people that are awesome too, and you guys have brought everyone together, and I just love that. I was just saying before, I was like, yo, I saw Tariq Buds. Like, Tariq, yo, shout out to Tariq Buds. He, like, brought me into the New York industry and welcomed me.
See, that's why we felt so honored, because he's been such a big staple of the scene in New York. But like you said, a lot of people don't give him his due diligence. So that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
We try to make sure that the community knows about the Kym B's, the Tariq Buds, all the different people that played a role in the industry that is currently standing now. Because it's just like, I feel like people get caught up in the temporary what's going on right now, but don't know that it took some people when it wasn't as cool to get to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we into giving people their flowers now, not when they're dead.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. A celebration. We have to celebrate people, and that's why I love the Cannabis Awards. You know, because of Chloe and the team, they really celebrate people. And I love that. We have to celebrate.
That's basically it, man. That's it.
We worked hard to get here. Everybody needs to have some recognition.
And then what happens is, like, you know, now since it's getting like really corporate, it's if you don't have people like Chloe, people like us, people like you that know the people that laid the foundation, they get overlooked, like all the OGs and all these people. And it's just like, they need to have light shed on them, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be this industry that everybody's rushing into now. So it's like you said, everybody deserves that light. The new people, the corporate people, and the OGs. You can't, like you said, like just shine the light in certain places. Light has to shine all across the board.
Yeah. Well said.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So how did it work for you? Because you mentioned earlier, you know, you've been into fitness, Pilates for 20 years. How did it work for you when you started incorporating CBD into your routines? By the way, FYI, I used to be a personal trainer once upon a time. Believe it or not.
I can see that about you.
Once upon a time, New York Sports Club, I was a personal trainer.
I think we had this conversation. I can see that.
I don't know as much as you, but I know fitness.
I did some Equinox front desk work
Hey.
once upon a time.
Yes. So.
4 score ago.
Yeah, I love me some Equinox. I've been working out at Greenwich Avenue, and that's like my gym right now. So I, like 5 years ago when, you know, CBD started popping up in places. It just started started circulating. I, of course, was like, yes, I want that. And, you know, was really perplexed of, like, why it wasn't making me high and, like, exactly what it was. But my sister's an experimental psychologist, and she's really super smart, and she's a doctor and has her PhD. So, you know, she helped me do the proper research on it. And I was like, okay, this is the stuff. So I started, I used to take Isodial. They like gave me all these little sample bottles, and I started taking the Isodial drops, like tincture. I was like, tincture? What the hell is a tincture? Like, no, I had no clue. And I just started doing it though. And I like couldn't believe how good my joints would feel and how fast I would recover from my sore muscles. Even today, like, I can't believe, like, sometimes I'd be doing squats and I'm like, I'm going to be so sore, and I am so sore, but the recovery is so much quicker, like so fast. So about 5 years ago, and then about 4 years ago, I started adding it into routines of my clients. I had a client that had autoimmune, and she was just really achy and sore all the time, and I was like, girl, you need to take this. And she did, and she felt so much better. I'm like, oh my God, thank God.
Right,
like,
it worked.
Not trying to like give people shit that doesn't work. And after that, it was like I just knew that I had to tell the whole world. And so I just started
vocal for real.
Yeah, and I teach group fitness for Equinox as well as private training when I was working for them, and I had a huge audience. And I was like, I'm gonna spread the word. And Equinox is, you know, very open about letting their, you know, trainers like express who they are. And so I was able to like use my Instagram, Cannabis with Kym B, and people filtered to the page, and I started like really like doing CBD events. I did a couple things at Come Back Daily, did some stuff in Brooklyn. I do some private events, and it's amazing. CBD is for workout recovery. It is for anti-aging. It is for anti-pollutant. It is for the health of you and your family and your children and your pet. Everybody needs to take it and needs to like be in the water system. It should be integrated into everyday life. And
I take it like vitamins every day because it just like,
Yeah, I
you know,
take it in the
it's
morning.
crazy. Like now that people are really doing more studying into the endocannabinoid system, and everybody didn't know that we had cannabis in our system the whole time.
the whole time, they just found a study that said that breast milk has the same type of cannabinoids as cannabis, and it like is a whole new research study, and it's really amazing. And the science is out there, the statistics is out there, and my goal as a wellness provider and an advocate for women, a woman's advocate in the health and wellness and cannabis space, is to educate people on how cannabis and CBD should be integrated into your healthy lifestyle. And so I'm working with some big health and wellness companies to develop workshops and collateral and things and educational like information so that people have access to it. And it's going to change our whole, like the way that the whole ecosystem works. And it's going to be in everything. And it's scary in some ways because we don't have enough regulation right now, but it's really exciting because people have the opportunity now to try it and really see the benefits. And so when regulation comes in, whatever it looks like, people have already tried it and know like, okay, this is a go.
So we need you to drop some jewels with all that magical encyclopedia of knowledge you have in there. I want to ask you, what are some fads that you saw come and go in the industry, and what is some things that are up and coming that people are sleeping on that's going to be big in the future? Some Kym B predictions and things you've seen come.
Oh gosh, well,
you got to educate the people out there, Kym.
Yeah, so what I think what's really exciting is going to be cannabis and CBD and food, and like being able to pair things more. Like California does a lot of like, you know, great cannabis type events and stuff, and I think that that's what's gonna get over here in New York, and we're gonna see a lot of dope consumption lounges and things like that. You're gonna start seeing CBD in everything. Now, you know you've made it as an influencer when you get gifted a bed to try. So I'm getting this dope CBD bed.
Oh,
it
man.
is
CBD bed. All right. How does that? Come on.
So there's new
What
technology that's out there that CBD is infused into fabrics and can be used in a matter of in which you wear it or lay on it or use it to cover yourself.
This sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy.
All right.
It sounds crazy, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah, you're going to
I'm going to let y'all know.
Let us know.
Yeah. So my website is going to launch here in a couple of weeks. And
Nice.
that's going to be like a whole
on.
platform of all the things that I love in the cannabis industry. And I'm going to put it all together for everyone with some amazing content, recipes, workouts, basically a lifestyle platform for people to come in and check out the different ways that CBD and cannabis can be used and how you can use it to make yourself do better and be better, whatever that may be. I'm pretty excited about it because I'm also launching some free ebooks because I don't have that many followers, but yo, the DMs.
You don't have that many followers.
The DMs that come in, I get over 100 a day.
Oh, man.
And most people are asking me the same question. And man, it takes such a long time and so much manpower to answer each and every DM, which I do. I miss them sometimes, and I'm sorry, people, but I'm really trying.
Yeah.
But I have some ebooks where I really just put it down and step by step of, you know, how to be successful in the space. And, you know, so I'm excited for my website to launch so people can just for free download these ebooks and get themselves right up in it to win it. And like, to answer your question, Vlad, all the cool stuff that I love that are like people are out there, that there's so many innovators out in our industry right now. It's so dope. They're make the crazy shit, people.
Yeah,
fucking go bananas, okay? Because it's is something's gonna make sense and something's gonna work and some things are gonna fail and some things are gonna make you $1 billion. And I just like love trying all this stuff and seeing what's gonna do well. I mean, it's great. I mean, now we're like in this sexual wellness thing where everyone is lubes.
The lubes.
And the oils.
The
and now they're coming out with infused toys and stuff. Hey.
And I saw a study that says that when people are, people consume cannabis, they're more sexually enhanced and open.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. I speak on women's sexual wellness regularly. And so I love that like all these amazing lubes are out there and there's so many great things that are helping people. So the innovations that are out there are crazy. The trends right now, beauty, which I stepped right up into. I was like, no, I'm coming in hot, baby. I'm making beauty for the masses that's affordable and infused with the best CBD in the world that has the best ingredients. But there's also going to be clothing and fabric. Like the ancillary businesses, this is your year to come up and bring it. So if you have new technology and new ideas, come out. Look at Ghost Vape. Like they just
shout out to Ghost Vape.
They brought it out there. I'm not endorsing them in any manner. However, they came out and they showed up and they brought their A game.
Yes,
and that's what's up, yo.
Like you said, they showed up. Like you told us, they showed up.
Yeah. The people that show up and the people that actually want to make a difference, those are the people that are setting the trends right now. So, do you. Don't try to follow other people, but also like sometimes people say like, should I like launch this? I was like, well, has anybody else launched it? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, maybe you should wait. Let them launch it, follow them and see, and then make your own. Everyone steals ideas. It's just the way that it is. It's business, honey. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, then entrepreneurship is not for you. I come in, I don't care. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm about my business. However, 50% of what I do is to feed my soul, and 50% of it is to feed my bank account, because you can't be a broke-ass philanthropist.
Yeah.
That just doesn't
guys,
exist.
our females here in New York don't play no games. You come correct over here. These females eat you for breakfast out here.
Sorry, guys. That's just the way I do it.
That's how we want it. Straight talk.
Unapologetic.
And I'm happy you said that. Thank you for those wise words for everybody out there in the Happy Monkey world. What I always tell people is, everybody's caught up in like the basic stuff I said. This is going to be such a multifaceted industry. Find your niche. It doesn't matter who believes in it or not, and give it your all, because there's going to be room for every niche, but you got to stick to yours. You can't spread yourself too thin and do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. You end up doing a lot of nothing. You got to niche down and home your craft.
Dial in. Can I ask a question for you guys?
Of course. You're reversing the roles.
I'm just wanting to, I have a lot of your merch.
Okay.
I love your goodies. All the goodies is badass. Your ashtray was at my girl sesh. We passed it around. We cheered the Happy Monkey. I shit you not.
Thank you.
Yeah. How did you guys come up with this monkey, and what does it mean to you?
The monkey.
Oh, this guy right here came up with the monkey. You gotta tell him that story. She reversed the roles on you. That's Kym B for you.
Well, it's nothing really legendary or nothing like that. It's more like I've always been into like monkeys, and it's always been a thing, like a reoccurring animal for me, like throughout life. You know what I mean?
You're a spirit animal.
So I guess that's always been my spirit animal.
I love it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I love bananas. Like it's always been something with me, right? And when I went to Amsterdam, it's kind of when it like inspired me to come back and like think of something like that's just gonna like, it just came one day. I was just literally just smoking and it was like, Happy Monkey. That's it.
Bless.
Like, that's it. And then from there, I just saw the monkey, and then I literally went back and forth with some designer dude, like random person, but it was like all me. Like I was like, no, that's not it.
Then we can't look over the little details, which I know you noticed, right, Kym? The kimono and the teepee stance, which exudes the peace, happiness in the
Yeah.
monkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was important for me. I needed for him to be like in this gi, this kimono type
Yes.
of thing, you know.
Yes.
And
Your spirit guide.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I was
Came
like,
through like a monkey ass Hugh Hefner. Like, what's up, honey? I'm feeling it.
Thank you for always believing in us and for
Yeah,
always
man.
rocking with us and for even having our stuff at your little soiree. That means a lot to
Absolutely.
us.
Are you
that
guys
means
gonna
a lot,
come out
man.
with some more swag?
Absolutely, we want to come out. We want to come out with a lot of like hemp material and like a hemp like.
I love
clothing-
it.
A clothing line, pretty much just like hemp. And
I
like,
think we should do a
collabing
Kym
with-
B and Happy Munkey girl like sexy shirt.
Oh.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like that's like
Sexy shirt.
yeah, like
It's my
that's
smoke shirt.
springtime, summertime. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Now we
Sounds
got to reverse
awesome.
the roles on you,
Oh.
Kym. And we got to
Snap.
ask you what we ask every guest that has ever been on Happy Monkey. And I'm really interested in your answer. If you had to describe Happy Monkey, the brand, the movement, the place, everything you know about it in one word, what would that one word be and why?
Culture,
Why culture?
because you are the culture of the community. You have had an impression on thousands and thousands of people, and that has reset our culture for more openness and community.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's crazy. That was deep. That was deep.
Yeah, but you
Wow.
guys did it. You guys
got
started
me.
the
Got us blushing over
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Come
I'm
on,
over
man.
here,
Don't do that
yeah.
to us, man.
Yeah, but the culture of, we do this for the culture, man. That's the truth right there. We are not doing this for the gram. We are not doing this to make millions of dollars. I'll take it if it comes, and I'm
Absolutely.
going for it.
Absolutely.
But we do this for the culture, and I know you guys do too. And I know that most everybody would agree with me.
Yeah, that's why we have our saying. We don't do it for the clout. We do it for the culture. And I think that what's helped is that we've also been able to meet amazing people in the corporate industry and show them what the culture's like. And I think that's made us like a nexus between the corporate and the culture and give them both a glimpse of each other and to show them that there's not much difference between them and how they need to work together. Because our opinion is that the biggest divide in the industry is the corporate and the culture. And we believe here in Happy Monkey that the industry is never going to be fully optimal until they find the happy medium, because the corporate needs the culture and the culture needs the corporate. And so they don't find the way to work together, the industry is never going to reach its full potential.
Facts.
New York City, baby. That's
New
what's
York
gonna
City,
happen.
facts,
This
baby.
is what's gonna happen right here. Yeah.
That's truth.
Thank you, guys. That was very beautifully put by both of you guys. Actually, that touched me, Kym. Thank you very
So
much.
thank you, Kym, for gracing the boulevard. Happy Monkey with your presence, for dropping
Absolutely.
so many jewels on all the people out there in Happy Monkey Land.
Absolutely.
And for also even us, every time we're around you and we get this amazing energy, it helps us also. So
I agree.
Yeah, well, we do it together. The come up is together, and that's the best part.
listen, the high tide raises all the boats, and we're all on the same tide, just different boats.
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot of love in the air before we leave. I like that. I like that. Everybody, one more round of applause for the Queen, Kym.
Thanks, guys.
Kym, before we leave, please tell everybody how they can find you, where they can find you, where they should find you.
Okay, well, definitely check me out on Instagram at Cannabis with Kym B, and be sure to follow Tribe Brands and TribeTokes for a daily dose of some deliciousness. And then you could, of course, go and shop at TribeTokes.com and get all of the good stuff that we've talked about today, and I'll make a special Munkey 20, spell MUNKEY 20, for everyone to shop for the whole year 2020, 20% off of everything on our site, because you guys are fam, and that's how I roll, and I really love you guys. And then you can check me out on my website, cannabiswithkymb.com, coming in hot with all the trending stuff that you want to talk about and you want to know about, for sure.
There you go, guys. See, you're already saving money because you're associated with the Monkey guys. Take advantage of that percentage off, because this young lady's products and her team are amazing. I can't wait to throw my mask on and see if I take a few years off. Boys, post and tag. So everyone out there, man, I want to thank you one more time, Kym, for taking out the time to rock with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for being such an inspiration to us. Thank you for being an inspiration to all the amazing females out there to step into their power. And it's been a wonderful one. This one is one for the books.
Yeah, this was a good one. I like this one. This was we had a nice little ride here with Kym. Right?
Super fun. Absolutely. Lots of Dutches. That's what's up.
Everybody out there, 2020, wish you nothing but health, wealth, and happiness. Till the next episode, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Peace.
What's good, everybody? This is your nigga Ralph, trying to keep you fresh with the info from Happy Munkey every single podcast. You already know what it is. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us on Instagram at HappyMunkey_ or Happy Munkey Goodies. Now remember, that's monkey with a U. Also, if you haven't checked us out, we're on YouTube. So check out our channel, Happy Munkey TV. Keep us current, live, and everything with the culture.